In April of 1973, something strange happened in a quiet town in southern Illinois. It wasn't a prank. It wasn't a campfire story. And it wasn't dismissed as hysteria, at least not at first. Police responded. Footprints were found. Gunshots were fired. And whatever was seen that night escaped into the darkness. This is the true story of the Enfield Monster. Enfield, Illinois is a small rural village surrounded by farmland, trees, and railroad tracks. In the early 1970s, it was the kind of place where everyone knew each other. Nothing unusual ever happened there. Until the night of April 25, 1973. That night, a local resident named Henry McDaniel was at home when he heard a sound at his front door. Not a knock, a scratching sound. Henry McDaniel looked outside and initially thought the shape in the darkness might be a bear. Concerned, he grabbed a gun and a flashlight and stepped outside into strong winds. That's when he saw it. Standing between two rose bushes in his yard was a creature he would later struggle to describe. According to McDaniel, it stood about 4.5 feet tall. It had a short body, 2 short arms, and most disturbingly, 3 legs. Its eyes were pink and glowing, as big as flashlights. Its skin appeared grayish, and its body shape reminded him of something almost human. McDaniel raised his gun and fired. He fired 4 shots. One of them struck the creature. Instead of collapsing, it made a hissing sound, like a wildcat, and fled. What happened next startled McDaniel even more. The creature covered nearly 50 feet in just 3 jumps. It disappeared toward a nearby railroad embankment. Shaken, McDaniel contacted local authorities. Police arrived shortly after. They searched the area and found footprints in the soft ground near McDaniel's home. The prints were described as dog-like but unusual. They appeared to have 6 toe pads. Officers later stated that McDaniel appeared rational and sober. This wasn't treated as a joke. Investigators then learned that McDaniel might not have been the first to see the creature. A 10-year-old boy from the neighborhood claimed he had encountered something similar earlier that evening. Years later, the boy admitted his report was a hoax. But by then, the story had already grown. 2 weeks later, on May 6th, McDaniel reported seeing the creature again. This time, it was around 3 a.m. He said he saw it moving along the railroad tracks near his home. It wasn't running. It wasn't panicking. It moved slowly, watching. A search party, including members of a local radio station, investigated the area. They claimed to see an ape-like figure standing in an abandoned building. Shots were fired again. The creature escaped again. News spread fast. People arrived from outside Enfield, some armed, hoping to see the creature themselves. Fear spread faster than facts. Over time, theories emerged. Some suggested it was an escaped kangaroo. Others proposed a wild ape. McDaniel rejected these explanations. He insisted this was something else. In 1978, researchers from Western Illinois University studied the case. They concluded that media coverage amplified fear into something larger. But even they admitted something important. They could not explain what McDaniel actually saw. No body was ever found. No creature was ever captured. On a stormy night in April 1973, something real enough to bleed stood in Henry McDaniel's yard, and then it vanished. This was the Enfield Monster, a true story, unsolved.
What do you think this really was? A misidentified animal or something unknown? Leave your theory in the comments and subscribe for more true horror stories.